Your sexual desire is not the enemy. It's a natural human desire. Your sexual desire is not a sin. And it's not something you should be ashamed of because God gave it to you and He wants you to use it. But how you use it matters a lot. Sexual purity is not about suppressing or denying the existence of your sexual desires, but it is about submitting your desires to God and redirecting it towards meaningful living. And this is very important because a sexual desire that is not submitted to God can easily metamorphose into lust. A desire that is not directed can easily get out of control. Today, as I continue with the part 8 of this series, I will be teaching you on how redirecting your sexual desires can help you live you in a sex saturated society like ours. When I say to redirect your sexual desires, what do I mean? To redirect your sexual desire simply means to take that desire that could easily turn into lust and intentionally channel it into something healthy, meaningful, and to the glory of God. And the Bible tells us in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20, "For ye are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which is God's." That God gave you that sexual desire does not mean that you can use it anyhow you want. God desires that you not just honor Him with your sexual desires, but with your whole. That is your spirit, your soul, and your body. Like I've mentioned earlier, sexual desire in itself is not the enemy. The real issue is where that desire is directed. And in today's teaching, I will be sharing 4 steps that you can take to redirect your sexual desires. Number 1, acknowledge the desire. To acknowledge does not mean to validate. The first mistake many people make is trying to fight the sexual desire itself. And this often creates tension and obsession. Haven't you wondered why the more you are trying to fight these desires, these feelings, and to suppress them, the stronger they get? This is because suppressed sexual desires don't just disappear. They often come back stronger. So instead of trying to suppress these desires, these feelings, why not channel that energy into something more meaningful, like engaging in physical exercises, learning new skills, engaging in goal-oriented tasks, journaling your emotion, etc. And this is very important because whenever sexual desires are not acknowledged and directed, they look for the easiest outlet to express themselves, which is often through unhealthy sexual behavior. Number 2, channel desire into purposeful living. Sexual desire carries energy, and this energy must be guided or it will guide you. And one of the best ways to guide your sexual energy is to channel it towards purpose and calling. So instead of wasting that energy on a moment of self-gratification, you can invest it in something more meaningful and something bigger than you. And I'll be diving deeper into this topic in the course of this series, so you may want to stick around. Number 3, channel desire into spiritual growth. God desires that we glorify Him with our whole. That is our spirit, our soul, and our body. So instead of letting that desire metamorphose into lust, redirect it towards God's presence. Instead of spending time to fantasize and to feed that desire, spend time in the place of prayer, intentional worship, and the study of the Bible. And this is very important because what you feed grows and what you starve dies. The Bible tells us in the book of Galatians chapter 5, verse 16, "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." So when our focus is on God, we keep the desires of the flesh at bay. So instead of trying to suppress your sexual desires, redirect your life towards God. Inasmuch as that these desires will not completely go away, they will be brought under the authority of God's word. And this, my friend, is true freedom. Number 4, channel desire towards building meaningful connections. You see, sometimes these sexual desires is not just as a result of biology or attraction, but as a result of unmet emotional needs like need for love, need for acceptance, need to feel valued, need for meaningful connections, etc. And when these needs are not met in a healthy way, the heart begins to search for counterfeit ways to satisfy it. And it is usually through unhealthy sexual lifestyle. But instead of seeking for counterfeit ways to satisfy this emotional need, why not invest time in building healthy and meaningful connections with people you love and love you? You see, God cannot give you a sexual desire that you cannot control. So if your sexual desire is out of control, find out why. It could be as a result of unmet emotional needs or unprocessed emotional pain. You are not created to live without sexual desires. You are created to live with directed sexual desires. In a world full with temptation, this is how to live pure. Not because temptation disappears or because you no longer have sexual urges, but because you have learned to live differently. You see, desire will come and temptations will come. But when you learn to redirect your sexual desires towards God, towards purpose, and towards meaningful connections, you begin to live from a place of strength and not of struggle. Now, this is how to live pure in a sex-saturated society like ours. This is where I end today's teaching. Please do like and share our post, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Until I come your way next time, remain blessed.